Hello, everyone. My name is Abhi, and welcome to my podcast. Today we have Nuno with us from Vancouver, Canada. Hey, Nuno, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Abby?
Going great. So, can you give me a brief overview of your background and highlighting the aspects that led you to digital marketing?
So I'm originally from Lisbon, Portugal. In Lisbon, I went to law school, and after finishing law school, for 3 years, I was trying to be a lawyer working at this law office, and I was just feeling absolutely miserable. And with each day passing, I felt that wasn't the stuff that I wanted to be doing. And then that's when I moved to Canada. I needed a big change in my life. I moved to Canada and I switched my focus professionally completely. And so I started to shoot video and grabbing clients, doing like video production. And that led me to think about marketing instead of doing like strictly video. Obviously, the two things are intimately related. At the time, I was also shooting with a partner who had a background in marketing. So that's why I decided to go into digital marketing. And yeah, that's about
Awesome.
yeah.
So, how many years have you been working in digital marketing, and what were the key milestones in your career so far?
Okay, after a number of years of doing strictly video, I did some studies in digital marketing online. And that was like a few years back, I think in 2018, but I never did it, I never did it like full time. So I did some projects here and there, but video production continued to be my main activity until recently, a couple of years ago, when I found Rich+Niche online and I took a few courses, this epic course on lead magnets. And that's what started me off. And ever since, I have done a few other courses and started working with clients. I'm doing like freelance.
When was the exact date when you bought the course from Rich and Niche?
I don't remember that, but I think it was like 2 years ago that I bought
Wow.
the specific course on lead magnets. And then ever since I've been part of the community, like I said, still doing a lot of video production work. And I always kept in touch.
The community is awesome. Like, even it's been over 2 years for me, and I'm still in touch with so many people, and I see the community so active. Well, anyway, getting back to the podcast, what were the primary factors that influenced your decision to pursue a career in digital marketing?
Yes. I think that the digital marketing company was made mostly the idea of being remote capable. That was very attractive to me. And that freedom of being able to work from anywhere I wanted was something that was really, really determinant. But also in terms of how exciting it is to work on projects with clients on my own, that was also a big factor.
So these two things influenced you, and you being a father and an husband, it was definitely something that was attractive, if I'm not wrong. Because
Yes.
when I, yeah, because when I actually thought about going remote, I had no idea what exactly can I do about it back in 2018. And 2019 was the first year when I actually thought about digital marketing and got into it. There was just a trial period. So I completely understand the feeling that you're talking about right now. If I wanted to ask, to what extent have you combined your formal education with your self taught methods in honing your video production or digital marketing skills?
The video production part was completely self-taught, so to speak. I did some courses online and like YouTube videos and all that stuff. Also, I had a mentor who guided me on the right path, so to speak. But I only pursued a formal education later, in the video production part, because I thought that would help me refine my skills. And it did to a certain extent. The digital marketing part of my professional life, it was a bit similar, but different. I did pursue formal education, do like a college diploma, because at the time, as I said before, I was working in video production with a partner who had a background in digital marketing, and we thought that we could together work on both things. And I did that formal education. But what was really determinant was when I started to take courses from Rich+Niche. That was the big difference, because you can't compare that learning experience with what I had when I was doing the college diploma with McMaster University. It's so theoretical and not very practical. The stuff that I learned, that I learned doing that diploma, as opposed to all the courses that I did, like hands-on, stuff that you can apply to when working with a client or whatever. It's a huge difference. And that I still feel that it was important, because the stuff that I learned when I was doing that diploma gave me, a broad knowledge of the marketing principle that still today I think are important. But the hands-on stuff, the practical stuff that I can apply immediately working on a whatever given project, I have to say that the course I took with Rich+Niche.
That's a very honest take I saw there. Even when I was in MBA in the second year, we had marketing as our specialization, and we learned a lot of marketing principles from Philip Kotler's book, Informal Education. But as you mentioned, today the hands-on experience is much more needed when we are doing or executing any project with our clients. The principles from Philip Kotler, we hardly use them in today's era of social media marketing. The core principles remain the same, but a lot of other things that we do not learn in formal education, we learn in today's fast-paced, courses-based learning, which is like a crash course, or really it puts us up to the speed. So, could you describe some of the clients you have worked with and the projects that stand out to you in terms of innovation and success? I want to know the projects in video production as well as in terms of digital marketing.
I've done different types of projects with like in digital and video production, a very broad variety of clients that I worked with. Started working with, I did a lot of non-profit organizations, like within the social services field and that kind of stuff, but also like corporate stuff. And lately, with the digital marketing, I did separate projects here and there, but lately I'm becoming more serious about it. So I'm working with a specific client who is a life coach, and that I have to refer to that as the main experience, most important experience that I've had, because I think because we're starting from scratch, it's just starting his practice, and I supported him with building his website and building a lead magnet funnel. And going forward, we'll work on a brand strategy that will include content strategy, social media content, all that kind of stuff. And so it's been really exciting because it's my first big project, like long-term project. So it's been very, very exciting. And yeah, I think we're actually growing together, and we get along super well and have a good relationship and trust each other. And it's been really exciting in general. Great experience so far.
Sounds like your client has become your friend and you are having that smooth sailing experience with him.
Definitely. It makes my life super easy. We're taking our time, doing our project, which is, I think it's important. And there's no like stress. There's lots of pressure to deliver. I know that important as well. And then I'll be faced with that a lot in the future, I'm pretty sure. Different clients and different personalities and all that stuff. But so far, I'm enjoying it very, very much.
I had a question in mind. So, if you want to address people who are looking forward to change their careers, or people who are into video production and would like to get a little bit of marketing as a service, getting into background of marketing, what would your advice be to those people if they want to get into digital marketing or change their career into digital marketing? Where should they get started with?
I have to say, join a community, specifically join the Rich+Niche community, because that has been something I can rely on as a source of knowledge. And I mean, like everything, it's making a huge difference in the way I've been evolving in my career. So I think that's really important, because when you try to go on your own, you need to have to be in touch with like-minded individuals. So yeah, I'd say that is important, and find a way where you can learn hands-on skills, as opposed to the theoretical stuff that you learn with formal education, which can also be useful, but it doesn't really make a difference. So I'd say to look for resources that will give you that hands-on experience.
Yeah, right. That's a good point there. And I agree with your suggestion to get started with some sort of community, specifically Rich and Niche in this case. But apart from that, your suggestion for them about getting hands on experience is perfectly put out, because the problem with so many of my friends that I know is they do some sort of course, they end up learning a lot. But the problem is when they go for an internship or when they go for some sort of project to ask something, they don't get a chance to actually crack the interview because they lack experience, right? Even for basic interviews. And I got lucky in my own way. When I was in Africa, I was in the job, I got riches course, and I was able to apply the things that I was learning in the course, apply in my job. And if I had any other question, I used to approach the community, ask things, and even at times I used to approach Rich and ask questions, get answers, and apply over here, see if it is failing or it is being a success, all the campaigns. I learned a lot that way in that process by getting a hands-on experience. So I really want people to know the seriousness of this point that you are mentioning about getting hands-on experience, because that is going to launch their career. And just like you are remote capable today, you are sitting home. If you want to work, you only go out when you want to have some shoot or things like that. Similar to me, like I'm sitting home and working remotely from a tier 3 city of India and working with international clients. That's the freedom, that's the goal that I want people to have. And for that, if they get access to a community, they get access to all the answers to their questions, and at the end they get the hands-on experience, nothing better than that. Fantastic. So, after all this discussion, looking back, are you satisfied with choosing this career path, or what would you have done differently if at all you want to get started over once again?
I'm very happy with my career choice. And the only thing I have to say is that eventually, if I had the opportunity to focus on this a little earlier, definitely that was the only thing that was going to change. But apart from that, I'm full on into my decision, and I will stick to my decision for sure, because I think it will be a bright future.
Mad respect for you to take this decision at this age, and it takes a lot of guts to, and also a lot of risk appetite to do something that you have done. Not many people are able to do that, so really mad respect for that. All right, so what are your long term and your immediate goals, the short term goals in digital marketing? How do you plan to achieve them?
My immediate goals, I'd say, are to work on client acquisition and to grab 2 or 3 more clients. I'm just right now having the necessary availability to work on that, because I had a busy summer doing shooting video. And so those are my immediate goals, which I think are attainable. And as long time goals, I just want to keep growing as a digital marketer, keep learning, and be 100% full time established in this career. That's my long term goal. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is there anything else that you want to share today with the audience?
I don't know. I have a family today. That's really special to me. It was a struggle the past year for me, because I have twins. They just turned 1 year old. And when they were born, that was the exact time when I was trying to get into digital marketing, a career path, like 100%, like full time. And that was a challenge. And so last year was a big challenge for me. But now things are starting to change. They've grown very fast, and things seem to be a lot more manageable right now. So, I struggled with time management last year, and that's one of the things that I feel can be a challenge for someone who wants to do like freelance work. But I've learned, and I hope I will continue to learn from that. And I have to say that if for whoever is listening and wants to adopt this career path, just to never give up no matter the challenge. Stick to your goals and do your work on a daily basis. If you do a little bit every day and keep your eyes on the prize, you will reach your goals and be happy. And that's what's happening with me right now. After a very, very difficult year, raising my twin babies, getting them through their first year, which is a really big challenge. I am alive and I'm still, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I'm alive. Even that seems like a big achievement. But
Well,
anyway,
congratulations on that achievement.
yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's no, never give up.
Beautiful. Never give up. I'll take that with me once again. Kind of a wake up call. All right. So, if people want to find you online, where can they look for you to get in touch with you?
They can search my website. It's Nuno niche marketing.com. Nuno, Nuno, niche marketing.com. That's the easiest way to find me. I'm also on LinkedIn.
Right. So what I'll do is I'll just put the links down in the description so that if anyone wants to get in touch with you, they can find you over there. All right. Thank you, Nuno. It was a beautiful and really natural conversation that I had with you today. I hope that we'll meet in more such podcast episodes, talk about more things apart from your introduction. Thank you, everyone else, for watching today's episode. I believe we'll have more guests like Nuno and beautiful stories as to how they got started and how you can get started as well. Once again, thank you and see you in the next one. Bye bye.